Good morning.
Happy Friday, everybody.
It's me and Sandra. We're the dynamic duo. Julie Irish is just attending to a little something. She'll be back next time.
Yes.
All right. Today is, shoot, where's my calendar? Sandra, what day is today?
It is May 14th.
May 14th,
Yeah.
Thursday. And as we're coffee talking today, I'm making a shrewd choice and drinking some water.
And I said happy Friday, and it's only Thursday. Am I pushing it or what?
Yes, you are. We're going to slow down, stick with Thursday. Thursday's a good day.
I love Thursdays.
Ah, we're good.
I love every day.
So wait, what is the number of the day? It's the 14th.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. You all don't know my sister, but you all have sisters or brothers, or some of you have them. So it's I got to remember that. Wish her a happy birthday tomorrow. So who else's birthday is it tomorrow?
I don't know about tomorrow, but today.
Okay, brain.
Today is Bobby Darin's birthday. Does everybody remember Bobby Darin? He was a singer-songwriter/actor. He was born on this day in 1936. He passed away in 1973 at the age of 37.
That is crazy.
Yeah, he had poor health his entire life, and he passed away after having a heart operation.
Mm.
Yeah. But he was very famous in the 50s and 60s, as I'm sure most of you remember. He started his career writing songs for Connie Francis. She sounds familiar, Connie Francis. And then his first hit was Splish Splash.
Oh,
Splish Splash, I was taking a bath.
Long about a Saturday night.
Rubbed up, I'm splashing in the tub.
Thinking everything was all right.
I was a splishing and a splashing, rubbing in a tub. I don't know the words.
Oh my gosh, because there was a remake of that song when I was a kid, and it was on an album called In Harmony. And so I used to sing that song as a kid.
Oh, cool. He also had Dream Lover, so I don't have to dream alone. And Mac the Knife.
See, I didn't realize that that was his song because what's his name did it? Frank Sinatra. So I thought that was a Frank Sinatra song, but it's the Bobby Darin.
Yeah. And Beyond the Sea. I don't know that one. Beyond the Sea.
Shoot.
It's got a nice.
I bet some of our guests, some folks watching it know it.
Yeah.
It's not like a song from no, it's Under the Sea. No, I don't know, Beyond the Sea.
Well, maybe at Zoom at 1, we can get some feedback.
Good idea. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. In 1962, he won a Golden Globe Award in his first film, which was Come September, and his co-star was his first wife, Sandra Dee. So he was married to Sandra Dee. In fact, he was married twice. They don't say who his, I don't know who his second wife was.
Well, okay, wait. So I know Sandra Dee is famous, but what is she famous for?
I think she sang.
Because what I remember is from Grease when she sings, "Look at me, I'm Sandra Dee."
Yes, I've heard that song many, many times.
But
actually, she was a like a teenage actress in the 50s. She did those Bobby Sock type movies, I think.
Oh, okay.
Did she do the Tammy movies, maybe?
I don't even know what the Tammy movies are, I'm afraid.
Yes, there was a whole set of them. Huh. But anyways, back to Bobby. A nice interesting fact, he was present at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles at the time of Kennedy's assassination in 68.
Oh.
Yep. The same year he discovered that he had been raised by his grandmother, not his mother, and that the girl he thought was his sister was his mother.
Wait a minute. This sounds very familiar. Didn't we talk about this recently?
This happened a lot back in the day, I think,
Right.
or more
Right.
common than people know.
Because it was more like of a social like taboo to have a
Yeah,
baby out of wedlock. I
yeah,
see. Okay, yeah.
yeah. But what a wonderful thing for a woman to do, to take their grandchild and raise them.
Yes.
I mean, I think a lot of kids were put up for adoption, which is, not a bad thing, because there's people out there
No,
that
because then
would love
families
them.
can adopt them. Yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm.
His quote is, "Memories are like moonbeams. We do with them what we will."
Okay. Memories are like moonbeams. We do with them what we will. That's interesting. Is that how they're like moonbeams? Okay.
Yeah.
So either we see the
Memories.
moonbeam or we don't.
Yeah. We embrace the moonbeam, or we
We pay attention to the moonbeam or we don't, I guess.
yeah.
Well, too bad. If you were around, we could ask him. It's a
I
thought.
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's deep. It definitely seems deep.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes.
Let's see what else. Okay. Today in history, in 1643, Louis the 14th became King of France. How old do you think he was? Okay, so this is 1643. This is Louis the 14th. I'm sorry, the 14th. So a little quick history quiz. By the way, I would have failed if someone asked me this. How old do we think that Louis the 14th was when he was crowned King of France in 1643?
Well, it must be a unique age or an interesting age, or they wouldn't have put it in there.
Yes. All
Should
right.
we hold off and find out it on Zoom? Maybe we can
Ah,
lure people in.
I'm just going to tell people now. 4. 4 years
4
old.
years old.
So
That's kind of scary to think of a king that young ruling a.
yeah, so it must have been he was like ruled through his appointees or something.
Yeah.
And like if anyone's seen the Martin Scorsese movie Kundun about the Dalai Lama, how like the Dalai Lama, he's not like actually ruling until he's old enough. It's like his entourage rules, his trusted advisors. It's pretty young, 4 years old.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Mm.
Hey, in 1796, the first smallpox, 1796, the first smallpox vaccination is administered.
It's really interesting because my uncle's mother, no, she didn't have smallpox. She had polio. Okay, forget it. So smallpox, 1796, first vaccine.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. And, at some point we're going to have a vaccine for this COVID-19.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. We have a long history of finding antidotes.
Yep.
It's a good reminder. All right. In 1842, the poet Alfred Lord Tennyson publishes a book called Poems. And before we started recording, I looked at this and I was looking for poems and I was like, oh, not that one, not that one. I couldn't find one that I thought was that would have wide appeal. And then I found this. This is an excerpt from a poem called In Memoriam, AHH. So this is the small piece out of that poem. I hold it true, whate'er befall, I feel it when I sorrow most. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
No way. He wrote that?
Yes. Yes. So there, that's why he's so famous. I mean, how many of us know that? It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
Oh my gosh.
That's just so, that's such an important part of our cultural history here, I feel.
Is.
Alfred
Oh.
Lord Tennyson.
Yeah. Hey, in 1938, The Adventures of Robin Hood, starring Errol Flynn, was released. Anybody remembers that movie? The Adventures of Robin Hood? There he is. I
There he
remember
is.
watching this with my mother, and I might have been like 11 or 12. And my mother, was a very reserved lady, says that he looks mighty fine in them tights. I was horrified that my mother said that.
Oh, it's so funny.
But my mother thought he was the most handsomest man.
Let's see another. Look at that. Cool costumes.
It is kind of a campy-ish movie now, nowadays it would be, but it's beautiful. It's a wonderful movie.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
1938. It really, that's amazing. It almost looks more like a like a play.
Yeah.
Like what we might see people wearing in a play. Now, okay, so now we're moving ahead to 1948. This is a pretty major political history thing. 1948, the state of Israel is proclaimed as British rule in Palestine comes to an end.
Wow.
So that was the formal beginning of the state of Israel, 1948, on this day in history. So maybe they're celebrating some kind of holiday then in Israel.
Oh, you would think they would.
Yeah, it's their July 4th, maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In 1957, petrol rationings, which are enforced in Britain and France for 5 months following the Suez crisis ends. Did I pronounce that right?
Suez.
Suez crisis.
What is that like? Is that about like the Suez Canal or?
I don't know.
What is the Suez crisis? Suez crisis. 1956, is that right? The Suez crisis began in 56 when Israeli forces pushed into Egypt toward the Suez Canal. Okay, so it must have like held up some, must have been hard to get some oil during that time.
Yeah.
If they were doing petrol rationing. So I wonder if anybody remembers that. If it had a big enough impact on this country that people remember that. Like, Sandra, do you remember any period of time in your life where like gas was really hard to come by or really cheap or really expensive?
Yeah, I can't remember what year it was. Back in the 70s, there was a like an oil shortage or something, and gas prices that's when gas prices started climbing.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember everybody having a fit when it hit $1. Wow.
I can remember going down really low in 1999. I don't know why.
Fairly low.
Yeah, it's really low now too, again.
Yeah.
Like it was under $1 in 1999. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. And now that it's what, $1.80, it seems so cheap. Because remember when it was up to like $3.50?
Yes. You actually thought before you went anywhere.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
I was driving a lot for work. So I can remember just being so grateful that I got gas reimbursement at that time. I don't know. So what about these next couple songs? Do you know anything about these songs?
I know the 1963 #1 hit,
Okay.
Little Peggy March sang I Will Follow Him. So I think it went, I will follow him wherever he goes.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay.
I probably had the tune right off,
Yeah,
but I can't
but
sing
that sounds like the feeling of an early 60s song.
it. Yeah.
All right. And then in 1977, the #1 hit, When I Need You by Leo Sayer.
Yeah, and it's not ringing a bell. And
No.
I should know that. I mean, I was 17. I should know that one, but
Yeah. Well, that says something, Sandra. I mean, maybe it was like a one-hit wonder.
yeah, it could have been.
But for all we know, somebody listening to this, that's like their favorite song.
Yep. I watch Casey Kasem, listen to Casey Kasem every Sunday.
Yeah.
So I probably have heard it, but
Yes.
I don't remember it.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's so. We have a good joke today. Do you want to tell a joke? You want me to?
Oh, you go for it.
Okay. Oh. I recently decided to sell my vacuum cleaner, as all it was doing was gathering dust. They have good jokes. There's only been like, if we've done, let's say we've done 25 coffee talks, I think there's only been like 2 or 3 that were a bust. Usually the jokes are pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
So that was what's going on historically, and you're where you are at your home, having something to drink, and maybe today seems like a good day to go get some fresh air. Go outside, take a deep breath in, look around at the plants. So then when you come onto Zoom, you can tell us if you saw anything, like maybe you saw an azalea. And if you're not sure whether it's an azalea, the azaleas are more leafy, where the rhododendrons are more puffy blooms. So the azaleas tend to be out right now, where the rhododendrons have got a little bit of time. And how do I know this? Because first Bobby told me, and then Mary explained further. So now I'm repeating it. So hopefully I'll remember. But you might find something else out in your yard, and we want to see it. Like we saw the purple phlox today. I think this has been one of the best springs for me, just being with people that like birds and flowers, talking about it. I feel like I am digesting the spring, the animals, and the plants in a much more meaningful way because of this community. So thank you. Sandra, do you have any parting words?
No, just looking forward to seeing everybody at 1 o'clock.
Or Sandra. Okay, Sandra. Bye, everybody. Have a great morning. See you soon.